Hey guys, today we are going to be making cardboard sculptures. For your supplies, you're going to need cardboard, a roll of masking tape, a pair of scissors, and a pencil. A ruler would also be helpful too. The first step is to draw your shape onto the cardboard that your sculpture is going to be. I'm sculpting letters, so I'm going to do the letter T. I'm going to use my pencil to sketch out where I'm going to cut the cardboard. Alright, so now it's time to cut the cardboard. There are a couple of things to remember when you're cutting cardboard. First, it is not paper. Cutting cardboard is much harder than cutting paper. So when you're cutting, do not think of this like you're cutting paper. Don't try to do big, long cuts. Don't try to turn corners. As you see, I could not turn that corner there. So I'm going to cut off as much of this extra cardboard as possible to go up in there with my scissors. So I cut off that bottom and then I'm going to cut right up the leg there. Sometimes you might have some cardboard in your way, so you need to fold it out of your way or cut it out of your way. Folding worked here. The other side is much thicker, so folding actually didn't work and I needed to cut some of that strip off there before I could finish cutting this part. And I don't want to cut the strip into lots of small pieces because I want to use some for the side walls. So I'm just going to cut it off and then cut that piece off and get it out of my way and finish up cutting the letter T. Now you need your second one. So you're going to put it on top of your other piece of cardboard, trace it out with your pencil, and then cut it out with the scissors just like the last one. And then you have two letter T's. You need this because you need a front and a back for the sculpture. Then we need the side walls. I'm using those extra strips to make the side walls. I don't want my walls to be that thick, so I'm actually going to cut them down a little bit. And this is where the roller will come into place. So I can use the roller to make lines on the cardboard, and this way my strips are all going to be the same exact size and they have nice straight lines. Alright, and now we have to cut again. It's really important to try and stay right on the line so that your side walls are the same size. Once the side walls are cut, I'm going to roll them up. This is going to make it so they're much easier to bend around the corners and the curves of your letters or your sculpture. So I'm just going to roll all of them up, make sure they're nice and bendy. Okay, now it is time to build the walls. So I like to get a couple of pieces of tape ready to go on the table. This way I don't have to keep stopping to rip tape off while I'm trying to build my walls. So I like to get 4 or 5 pieces ready to go. Now we put the tape on the side of the wall. You put the tape only halfway on the wall so you can see that there's half of the tape hanging off there. That way it can go onto the letter. And now we place it on the letter. You can do it standing up. So right there I try to do it standing up, but it's actually kind of difficult to get it started that way. So you can also do it laying down. So put it on the letter. You want the side wall to be beside the letter, not on top of it when you are laying it down like this. Then just smooth that tape on, make sure it's on there nice and strong so that your walls won't fall off. And we're going to go all the way around the edge of the T, making sure that the tape is all the way around. This is our first layer, so you really want it to be strong so you have a nice strong letter or shape if you're not doing a letter. Okay, and then we have to bend around those curves. You want to try to do that right on the curve and not have a lot of extra hanging off. So you bend around, you put the tape on. It also might be easier for you to put the tape on the letter and not the sidewall, since the sidewall is bending around, and that's okay too. As long as you remember that half of the tape goes on the letter, half of the tape goes on the sidewall. Just like that. Bend around that corner again. Make it line up as much as possible. And tape it on. Okay, and now we're just going to keep on building the sculpture until it is all finished and ready to put the top letter on. Great. And now I'm just going to seal up the sides. So sometimes the edge of one cardboard side to the other cardboard side is on the corner. So you want to make sure there are pieces of tape holding the corners together. But even if it's not on a corner, you want to put the tape to hold the cardboard pieces together so that they stay nice and strong for your sculpture. So now we are putting on the top letter so that we have a 3D sculpture. I'm going to do the same thing of getting a couple of pieces ready to go. And then I'm just going to line up each side one at a time and tape it on. Remember, we're doing half tape on the sidewall, half tape on the letter. Keep it all lined up. Smooth that tape down so that it doesn't come off. For the top letter, you do not have to make the tape go all the way around completely touching, but you do want it to go most of the way around. And get each side. So I'm going to make sure I have even the little sides there at that part of the T here. I'm going to make sure I get some tape on those sides. That'll keep them down. All right, and that's it. You have a letter T, or whatever shape or letter you guys have come up with. And there's your cardboard sculpture that you can begin to add some other designs and details to.